Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Monday, July the 8th of 2024. I'm Stacia Blake. In the headlines tonight, Minister responsible for Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs, Tevin Andrews, says anything that would allow a human being to survive is needed. St. Patrick, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique declared disaster zones. And Spice Mass Corporation reassures that Spice Mass 2024 will continue following Hurricane Beryl. And in regional news, CARICOM's task force on agriculture to address setback following Hurricane Beryl. While in international news, Boeing to plead guilty to criminal fraud charge. And coming up in sports, Grenada in full prep mode to defend Windward School's games title. We'll have all the details for you right after this break.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Our brothers and sisters on the islands need our help emotionally, spiritually, physically, and otherwise as they try to cope and recoup what they've lost. Christina John spent some time in Carriacou on the weekend to meet with those affected and those providing support.
With the absence of regular services such as running water, electricity, and healthcare on Carriacou and Petite Martinique, officials are concerned about the number of people wanting to go to the Sister Isles for no specific reason. People are traveling by the boatloads, some with supplies from the mainland, but the motive for others is still not clear. Curious to find out their purpose on the island, GBN's camera crew, also traveling to Carriacou, spoke to some on board the vessel.
To come and situate my mother, and because the whole house is gone. So I've just flown down to come, and she's at a cousin's house right now, and I have to situate her and see what's going on.
I have a family home here and relatives. Her mother is my niece. And we got some damage, so we come to check out and to do what's necessary. And if I can help, my retired nurse, if I can, any way I can help.
So I just come to support my goddaughter. She's just 1 year old, and my friends and my father-in-law who lost one of his legs.
Here to bring aid to my friends and my family who are here, and to lend moral support. Having lived it through Ivan, I know what it is.
I come and visit family and friends.
The purpose on the island is to go and start the process of covering my aunt's roof for she, and clean up my house. My house is devastated also. Clean up the surrounding, and then go back down on Wednesday.
About 95% of the electricity and power lines still down in Carriacou. A number of persons have not been able to establish communication with their relatives since the passage of Hurricane Beryl. GBN combed through some of the neighborhoods to give people the opportunity to let their relatives, wherever they are in the world, to let them know that they're alive and they're okay.
Well, Nesta, I'm really more worried. And you tell me come down, but sorry, I can't leave Bonnie behind and come. So, I'm trying and break it still. You not get angry with me. A day alive, I ain't dead. And you know I trust God.
My name is Alvita. Mommy boy, we okay?
Yeah, everything is alright. Because Anne Marie, my sister in America, know that I'm alright because she called me already. Everybody knows alright. Julia know I'm alright. Charlie know that I'm alright. My mother know that. Everybody knows alright. So then, anyway, all what he's saying is just thank God for him life.
I want to tell my mom, we sell James, Honest, my brother. Everything's safe because I cannot get connection with them up to now. But we're happy for now. We are alive. Yes. Thank God for that. Watch my house, everything gone. Do we rebuild and half of the material go half day? What we go do? We go see what we could do. Yeah. Yeah, we had a terrible time, boy.
Alive. Most of Carriacou is alive. The physical space is damaged, but we know that would come back too. I've been able to reach on one day. There was reception, and that's it. But the most important thing is not an individual. It's really the whole totality of the population, 8,000 people. And don't forget Petit Martinique, we tend to, and our brothers in Union Island and Canawan, Bakeway, we think of them too because all of us are sailing in the same boat in this instance.
So my name is Leslie Kwashi. Everybody know me. Most people know me as Kathleen. I'm trying to get in touch with Barry and Allison. That's my two white friends. They live in Miami, in Florida. I just want them to know that me and Dan is alive and Derek with us, and the dog is okay. Yeah, Lucy and Pepper is okay.
Trevor Booswin from Bellevue South. Yeah, but just like my family know I'm okay. From the UK, England, America, everywhere. Everybody else in Carriacou is fine. We just have a few deaths, but thank God for life.
Government has plans to have the electricity back up and running within the town in coming days. Telecommunication entities, Flow and Digicel, are also working assiduously to afford their customers as much as possible some form of connectivity. Chrislina John, GBN News.
The minister responsible for Carriacou and Petit Martinique affairs, Tevin Andrews, told United Nations and other humanitarian officials the islands are in need of anything that would allow a human being to survive. Minister Andrews on Friday told officials there was no space for humanitarian workers to set up tents. Simon Spriggett, the top UN humanitarian official for the Eastern Caribbean and Barbados, who listened to Andrews' call, relayed his remarks to UN correspondents.
I listened to the minister that's currently on Carriacou, and some of the partners were saying, do you have space for us to come and set up tents? Do you have any flat areas? And he was pretty direct, and he said the whole island is flat. And then they responded, well, what do you need? And he said, we need anything that would allow a human being to survive. So this is kind of the government's approach and feeling right now. I don't mean to sound over dramatic or stark, but the islands were really catastrophically hit.
Spriggett said the UN is working closely with the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency and national disaster authorities to get help to those in need. He disclosed that teams are being deployed to assess the needs.
The Secretary General announced the other day the release of Central Emergency Response Funds, and as Dennis alluded to, these are rapid response funds for us to respond to life-saving needs. And that at the moment, that's about 1.5 million split between St. Vincent and Grenada. But also, I just want to rest assured, all of the agencies are mobilizing both through their donor networks as well as through their core resources. And we've taken a very intentional, no regrets approach.
The UN has released $1.5 million from its emergency humanitarian fund to be split between Grenada and St. Vincent and the Grenadines for immediate life-saving assistance. Working together in the interest of our brothers and sisters in Carriacou and Petit Martinique affected by the passage of Hurricane Beryl, many countries, organizations and groups, and even individuals have come to our rescue. But it's so much more touching when we lead the aid and recovery efforts. From the front line, Ron Redhead, the parliamentary representative for St. George Northeast, is one of the people doing so. Chrislina John covered the many selfless in service.
Tons of relief items have been shipped to the sister islands of Carriacou and Petite Martinique since the passage of Hurricane Beryl, a Category 4 hurricane that has totally ravaged the islands. GBN News crew journeyed to the sister island on Saturday to get a better appreciation of how the distribution process have been going. So we are in Harvey Vale at the Tyrrell Bay Marina, which is the main drop-off and the distribution point. Here you have a number of trucks are being loaded. Some are going to NADMA headquarters in another part of Carriacou. The others are going around to the different communities to do the various distributions. We also have distributions taking place in person on the outskirts of this facility. MP Ron Redhead spearheaded a team of volunteers over the weekend, effectively coordinating distribution efforts in communities on Carriacou and Petite Martinique.
So what we have been able to do is to have the distribution, the aid rather, come to this area on the port. So we have set up and established this makeshift warehouse to be able to house stuff, get people to sort it through volunteerism and other means, and then package it here for distribution in little care packages. We are satisfied that this morning alone we have submitted maybe about 900 care packages up to the Central Command with NADMA to be able to now distribute because it's closer to the community.
From Harvey Vale Port, the GBN crew journeyed throughout villages to hear from residents.
Yeah, food-wise is okay. Well, food-wise is fine because Nagma is passing around with food, water, and all supplies that we need for now. So food-wise is okay for now.
Yeah, I'm getting food.
You're getting food?
But I want a mattress. All my mattress with.
Before the hurricane, we did stock up on some food stuff, grocery, and we put inside. Yes, and then the few days gone by, the truck been going around. They drop off some stuff for us. We get water. Yeah, we get food. Thing we could keep with until.
Well, food-wise, right now food is okay because we're getting things passing every now and then. Thank God for that. You know, we are alive.
The National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA, is doing its part to ensure everyone is provided for. However, there are still a few people who are slipping through the cracks.
First thing I think that ought to be done is that people should go around making an assessment of who it needs exactly what. But that's never happened.
We haven't seen anyone who's come to us, whether we're dead or alive, under the rubble in any trouble. Some kind of assessment that says we know what your needs are. So we haven't seen that, and maybe as a consequence we haven't seen any relief other than a truck passed and dropped a tarpaulin and a youth said, "Mister, that's for you." In terms of food supply, well, friends have just brought us this package from Grenada, and a neighbor, her daughter-in-law came from Grenada, so that's kind of the totality of the food supply. I went to the supermarket this morning. Of them that have asked, and these are all older ladies living by themselves in most instances. They've not seen, heard, nobody has stopped, nobody has come, nobody has checked. They're just living in the wreckage.
Actually, you are the first set of people who passed down here to ask us how we're doing. So let me tell you something, I'm very disappointed with NADMA and whoever is in charge. We know we know this thing come as a surprise. I know it was coming. I put things in garbage bag, I put things in place, and we lost everything. And when I say we lost everything, we lost everything. Nobody passed. Because we was in tongue, we happened to get a 2 cases of water, but nobody passed to give us anything. Nobody asked anything. Thanks of a nice neighbor over there, every time they cook, they give us some soup, they give us some food, but nobody passed.
Since I come up in Carriacou, always the first set of people are coming in the hole, nobody else come to see what's going on, how people living, nobody doing nothing.
One resident has recommended that a loudspeaker could be used to alert villagers of the presence of trucks delivering relief. That way, people who are not close to the main road can still be catered for. With the amount of relief sent to the island, storage is likely to become a challenge. To counter this, MP Ron Redhead said government is working to restore electricity in some areas to enable supermarkets to reopen and ease that burden. Christina John, GBN News.
The government has officially declared St. Patrick, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique as disaster zones due to the catastrophic impact of Hurricane Beryl. The declaration is valid for a period of 3 months, effective from July the 1st to September the 30th, 2024. Details in this report from Nisha Paul.
This declaration, published in the Government Gazette on July 5, falls under Section 55 of the 2023 Disaster Management Act. Hurricane Beryl, packing sustained winds of approximately 120 miles per hour, wrought widespread devastation across northern parts of Grenada and the sister islands. The storm resulted in 3 fatalities and left a trail of destruction that included significant damage to property, infrastructure, and the agricultural sector. According to the notice, Carriacou and Petite Martinique bore the brunt of the hurricane's fury, with an estimated 98% of housing stock obliterated. St. Patrick also suffered extensive damage, with significant impact to numerous homes, roofs, and agricultural holdings. The declaration of these areas as disaster zones empowers the Director of the National Disaster Management Agency, in accordance with Section 56 of the legislation, to implement measures to mitigate further impact and ensure public safety, including restrictions on public access where necessary. During GBN's Good Morning Grenada with host Gordon Joseph on Monday, Jason Phillip, the newly appointed Director of the Government Information Service, explained how the use of AI technology contributed to the government's decision-making after the storm.
Our friends at the Tony Blair Institute, who are here on the ground and have been here on the ground even before the storm, they were able, using, and let me just pull it up here, it says it is a Planet Sky imagery asset, which basically it's a satellite, which basically takes photos and images of affected areas, and using the artificial intelligence software, it's able to ascertain, based on the footprints of buildings that are there, whether or not it is partially damaged, completely destroyed, and so. So initially, before boots were on the ground, this was done, and we were able to get a scope as to exactly how terrible this was, and so that the Prime Minister and his team could have made some forward and advancing decisions.
Meanwhile, the government has repealed the state of emergency regulations as it pertains to Carriacou and Petite Martinique, effective as of tomorrow, Tuesday, July 9. The declaration of these disaster zones underscores the severity of the situation and the urgent need for support from both local and international communities. Authorities are urging residents to remain vigilant and cooperate with emergency directives as relief and recovery efforts continue. Meanwhile, efforts are on the way to restore essential services, electricity, water, and telecommunications. Over 70% of these services are already operational in non-disaster zones. Reporting for GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
This is news at 7. Coming up, Spice Mass Corporation reassures that Spice Mass 2024 will continue following Hurricane Beryl. Stay with us.
Ride in style with an easy ride loan from Ariza. Enjoy the comfort and convenience of your own vehicle for work or play. You've got places to go, and we're gonna help you get there easy. Enjoy competitive interest rates, specials on insurance, and offers from auto dealers. Ariza also has great offers on electric and fuel-efficient used and new vehicles. Apply for an easy ride loan from Ariza and drive away in style.
Hey, Lynn.
Hey, neighbor.
Here's the bill I asked you to pay for me.
How did you get your electricity bill to be so low?
For one, we size our transformers just for what we need. And we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use. We also replaced our light bulbs with LEDs.
They burn less energy, right?
Much less. I even replaced the seal on my refrigerator door to keep the cold air in.
And Grenlec is always advising us not to open the fridge too often.
That's right. and my family washes and irons in bulk.
So while Grenada can't control fuel prices, I can conserve energy and save money.
Grenlink, energizing our Grenada.
Paying is faster and easier with Glow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Running a business is hard. Running a creative business, that's 10 times harder. The Grenada Office of Creative Affairs understands the unique challenges creative entrepreneurs face, especially when it comes to securing financing. That's why they have partnered with the Grenada Development Bank to launch the Creative and Cultural Industries Business Development Fund. Hello. Designed specifically for creative entrepreneurs like you and me. Unlock your full potential with our tailored financing options. Access loans of up to $50,000 at just 2% interest, empowering you to upgrade and expand your business. Receive business support vouchers of up to $5,000 to enhance your business plans, financial strategies, or marketing efforts. But that's not all. Nonprofits and community-based projects can secure grants of up to $25,000. So, what are you waiting for? Make the call today and learn how you can finance your dreams. Contact the Grenada Development Bank and unleash your creativity.
Chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more. Or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more. With Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
International Support Group, ISG, your company of choice. You have a problem with mold? We're the company to call. ISG provides quality commercial janitorial services. We also focus on preventative maintenance, making sure that your building keeps functioning as it should. With ISG, you will have a peace of mind knowing that all your service needs are carried out by a quality, efficient, and friendly team of technicians. ISG is dedicated to industrial professionalism, safety, and exceptional customer satisfaction. Call us today at 473-410-5886 or email us at info@isg-grenada.com.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. The newly appointed director of the Government Information Service faced an immediate trial by storm as Hurricane Beryl struck Grenada exactly 1 week ago. Details in this Beverly Tellisford report.
Jason Phillips stepped into the role of Director of the Government Information Service just 1 day before Hurricane Beryl impacted the Tri-Island state, trusting him into immediate action as head of the island's primary source of information and alerts for the hurricane. During his first appearance on the Grenada Broadcasting Network since assuming office, Phillips highlighted the department's rapid response as Hurricane Beryl posed a direct threat to Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique.
We are the face of the government of Grenada. We are going to be bringing our country and our people to the world. And as you can see already, we have already started, and you can see from the reactions that we're getting from the international community based on our coverage of the current events that we have been doing quite a splendid job with our existing teams. And I want to say thank you so much to my team, all the employees at the GIS. They have been working over and beyond the call of duty. In some cases, we have individuals who are only today getting a day off from working from non-stop from Sunday night till present.
Philip noted that despite the challenging circumstances during his first week in the position, the transition was smooth.
The circumstances have been extremely fluid. Decisions are being made on as we go based on information that has been put before our decision makers. I don't believe that many people understand that when you have a circumstance as what we are now faced with, that many decisions cannot be made in advance. And so as information is brought in, our Prime Minister and his cabinet, they have been taking the bull by the horn, and they are making decisions on the basis of what is important. They have prioritized responses, and when the instructions come downstream, then the entire mechanism has to follow.
He also emphasized the government's dedication to swiftly advancing relief, recovery, and rebuilding efforts in the northern parishes and on the Sister Isles. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Tellisford.
The Spice Mass Corporation, SMC, has announced that Spice Mass 2024 will continue as planned amidst concerns that the festival would be cancelled due to the passing of Hurricane Beryl. In a release, SMC extended its deepest empathy and support to everyone affected by the recent passage of Hurricane Beryl. It informed that the directors, management, and staff understand the impact of the hurricane on the community, including many of the registered stakeholders on mainland Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. But despite the challenges presented by Hurricane Beryl, the Spice Mass Corporation said it remains committed to continuing with the hosting of Spice Mass 2024, which climaxes on Tuesday, the 13th of August, 2024. All scheduled events will remain on their planned dates, except the Groovy and Power Soca Monarch preliminaries. The Groovy Soca preliminaries will now take place from Wednesday the 10th to Friday the 12th of July, 2024 at the Tantine Netball Court, while the Power Soca preliminaries will be held from Saturday the 13th to Monday the 15th July 2024 at the La Sagesse Hard Court. Now, NWASA has made significant progress in restoring water to parts of St. Andrew that were affected by infrastructural damage to the Mount Horn and Mirabel water systems due to the impact of Hurricane Beryl. All 30 water systems, including those in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, were offline, and efforts continued for days to recommission all systems. To date, 27 systems are functional. More in this report.
Last Friday, NWASA took decisive steps to address the challenges at Mount Horn by creating a temporary connection to enable water supply distribution to the Mount Horn water treatment plant. Today, Monday, July 8, 2024, the distribution network is reopened, with some customers reporting access to a supply. Manager of our Transmission and Distribution Department, Ernest Bruno, outlines the challenges faced in recommissioning the water system.
Firstly, in order to carry the pipe up here, it's really a difficult job because of the terrain, right? But thanks to the men, they were able to assist us, and we brought all the pipes up. And then in order to do the repairs, it's a lot of movement of trees, a lot of excavation, but we were able to accomplish all of that. As I say, this is a temporary connection because the dam is so heavily silted that it cannot be accomplished now. And if you look to do it manually, it will take us maybe 2 months. So what we are planning to do now is to see if we can get a mini excavator to come up the river so it will be able to clear up everything and as we progress.
While the distribution network for Mount Horn is now reopened, the Mirabel Dam faces challenges due to damaged infrastructure from fallen trees on the raw water line. Plant Supervisor Mr. Juan Lambert was on site on Sunday, July 7th, as community volunteers and NWASA employees worked to repair the fallen lines.
The major challenge is getting to the pipeline, having to remove all the fallen trees and the debris associated with clearing out that rock, and then to get the pipeline, then to carry out the repairs to the line. Beryl dropped a lot of trees in the track, so we had to clean. Just the same way we had to remove the fallen trees here, we had to remove the fallen trees from the track before we could get to this point. So that took us the first few days, was clearing out the track to get to this point where we could now be looking to repair the line. So it's not as easy, as tough as it is to clear those fallen trees here, it was to clear the trees in the track as well.
Mr. Lambert says NWASA's priority is addressing oil leaks in order to recommission the water system.
After the water treatment plant, there could also be leaks on the distribution network, because I'm certain we had trees fallen in those areas as well too. So that too could be a challenge, could increase the time within which you get water as well. So again, I'm calling for patience and bear with us. We could get it sorted out. And the thing about sorting it out, we have to start from the source. And here we are at the source, and we're moving down slowly but surely to get to the end point where you give you a constant supply.
NWASA continues its efforts to restore water supply systems in the affected areas, ensuring residents have access to a reliable water source.
It's time for tonight's GBN I Saw.
On a brighter note, tonight's I Saw features students of the Limes Mennonite School during their first career day on Friday. The students dressed as chefs, bakers, and an Ariza loan officer, a farmer, teachers, doctors, babysitters, and more. We thank our citizen journalists for that submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
And still to come, the Grenada Cooperative League Limited helping those affected by Hurricane Beryl. Stay with us.
Mark your calendars for a day of non-stop fun and laughter. The St. George's Lions Club, Spice Mass, and Grenlec present All Mass 2024. It's all happening at the Grenada Youth Center on Sunday, July 21st, starting at 3 p.m. Tickets are just $35 for adults and $15 for children 12 and under. Grab yours from any Lions and Leo members, Grenadian Optical, and Clear Vision. All Mass promises humorous antics and infectious laughter for the whole family. Be there. This advertisement sponsored by Demerara Mutual Life. Am with them.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win. Free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for 1 whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sits, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlac, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Caribberies, Guap Bank, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
Is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more. With multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
It's the Quartz Appliance Event. Cook it, fry it, bake it on a new Mabe stove for only $1,799. Stack it, pack it, and chill it with a Frigidaire 4-mount fridge for $2,749. Laundry piling up? Wash it, spin it, dry it in a Frigidaire 17-kilogram washing machine top, only $2,399. Get it now and pay later. It's the Quartz Appliance Event, only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offers end July 24th, 2024. Conditions apply.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, fully 1 week. Nah, telling you. You them boss, Dragon. Hello. You see that? About 10, let them make a hard on them. Me a 38, man. But you are 92. Yeah. You need the number 1 run, man. That easy. No, what? Nice. Yeah. Number 1. Yeah, me too.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number 1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Blow, keeping you connected.
Grenadians of all ages are being given the chance to learn a life-saving skill during the hosting of another Swim Week initiative. The program began today and ends on Friday. The program caters to adults and children at 12 locations spanning sites across the island. Debbie Eastwood is the director of Get Grenada Swimming. According to her, it's an occasion to learn a life skill while having fun.
We have two amazing instructors, actually. If you're an adult and you're scared and you want to learn, we have like professional, practically swim instructors at Camerhone Park and in front of the Catholic Church. Truly, one of them came from the U.S. We have 6 volunteers that came from the U.S. And the one at Camerhone Park has been doing this for us for years. Great job, Sandra Patrick. But the one down at the Catholic Church, this is what she does for a job, a living in the U.S. is she's a professional swim instructor. So most of our people are very qualified, but I have a number of teenagers, older teenagers that teach. But
in the wake of Hurricane Beryl's devastating impact on Grenada, particularly Carriacou and Petite Martinique, the Grenada Cooperative League Limited, operating as Grenada Credit Unions, has launched a concerted effort to aid its members and the wider community. Details in this report.
The organization, renowned for its community-focused initiatives, has mobilized resources to provide essential support to individuals, small businesses, and homeowners striving to recover from the hurricane's aftermath. Marissa Williams, Marketing and Research Officer at the Grenada Cooperative League Limited, encourages members seeking assistance to promptly contact or visit their local credit union branches.
Grenada Credit Unions, in keeping with its mandate to help people, stand ready to provide support to its members, small businesses, and homeowners affected by Hurricane Beryl to recover in the shortest possible time. Credit union members who are in need are asked to visit or contact your credit union directly at your earliest convenience.
The support initiative, which targets the most affected areas, St. Patrick, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, aims to deliver crucial resources where they are most needed. This initiative underscores Grenada Credit Union's ongoing commitment to community welfare and its proactive role in times of adversity, reflecting its core values of solidarity and service to its members and the broader Grenadian society. Reporting for GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
And stay with us. We'll have your regional and international news right after the break.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grandans, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Over the years and presently, customers have been winning exciting prizes while ensuring that benefits are realized for all Grenadians by supporting the games of the National Lotteries Authority.
I am Patrick Simmons, former Minister for Sports and National Athlete. The NLA has made significant investment in nation-building activities. Among them are the construction of health, sporting, cultural, educational, and community facilities. Additionally, they continue to provide funding to non-governmental organizations and individuals throughout the Tri-Island State. I support the NLA's mandate because I can see where the money goes.
Playing the games of the NLA guarantees support for sports, culture, and nation building throughout the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Good evening, sports fans. Team Grenada is moving full steam ahead with preparation for defense of its Windward Island School Games title. The meet takes place in St. Vincent from the 26th of July to the 4th of August. The games have been around for the past 50 years as part of efforts to enhance Windward Island's unity, along with helping to foster the development of sports. Grenada will be participating in all 5 sporting disciplines with a 70-member contingent, including athletes and coaches.
Preparing to travel to the Windward Island School Games that will be held in St. Vincent and the Grenadines from July 26th to the 4th of August. Our pre-selected team have been in training for the last month. It's 5 different sporting events. It's football, basketball, male and female, track and field, male and female, volleyball, male and female, and netball, female. School Games have been a game that I mentioned have been around for the last 50 years. It aims to build Caribbean and Windward Island unity to foster the development of sports, to give the athletes opportunity to gain scholarship. It's an under 21 category, and it's a school game. So once you're under the category and you're in school or in a tertiary institution, you could compete for your country.
For Grenadians, brothers Kurt and Kurtson Murray, Raquel Sylvester, and Devani Joseph will feature on the Windward Islands Under-19 squad. They're finalizing plans for the West Indies men's Under-19 tournament set to begin July 11th in St. Vincent and finishing on the 31st. The tournament will feature 5 rounds of 50 overs white ball matches and 4 rounds of 3-day red ball matches. These will be played at Arnos Vale, Sion Hill, Park Hill, and Cumberland. Following the tournament, a West Indies Rising Stars Under-19 team will be selected for a tour of Sri Lanka, where they're due to play a 4-day match as well as 50 over matches. This will be part of preparation for the ICC Men's Under-19 Cricket World Cup, scheduled to be played in Sri Lanka early next year. The National Senior Women's Team is preparing to participate in the inaugural Women Warriors Wellness Cup in Trinidad and Tobago from July the 13th to the 19th. The week-long tournament, organized by the Defense Force Football Club, will celebrate the strength and resilience of women in football. The event will feature 6 total teams, including the Grenada and Trinidad and Tobago teams, along with the Defense Force and University of Trinidad and Tobago Women's Club teams, the Queen's Park Cricket Club team, and Club Sando women. Matches will take place at the Hasley Crawford Stadium in Port of Spain. With the women's game growing rapidly in the Caribbean, the Women Warriors Wellness Cup promises to be an exciting display of talent. Nicholas Poran hit a 62 to lead defending champions MI New York to a 6-wicket win over the Seattle Orcas to kick off the 2nd edition of Major League Cricket at Church Street. After winning the toss and electing to field first, the MI New York bowlers dominated the Orcas batting, restricting them to 108 all out of 19.1 overs. Shubham Ranjane got 35, Harmeet Singh 20, and Aaron Jones 12, and they were the only batsmen to reach double double figures for the Orcas against 3 for 22 and 3 for 25 from 8 overs combined from superstars Rashid Khan and Trent Bolt, respectively. Captain Kieran Pollard also chipped in with 2 for 11 from his 2.1 overs. It then took MI New York only 14.2 overs to reach 111 for 4, with Paran finishing 62 off 37 balls, his 41st T20 half-century. His knock included 7 fours and 2 sixes. And that's what's been happening in the world of sports. And now for a look at what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. President of Guyana, Dr. Irfan Ali, says CARICOM's ministerial task force on agriculture has been asked to convene a strategic meeting to address the setback to the sector in the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl. In a live broadcast on Sunday, Ali said impact of Hurricane Beryl on the Caribbean has been disastrous and on some islands has completely wiped out, resulting in a direct setback to the region's vision of reducing the food import bill by 25% by 2025. To address the situation, he said, a comprehensive analysis is needed on the impact in the affected countries. He said during the planned meeting, the ministerial task force will look at strategic moves for moving forward. Ali, who has responsibility for agriculture, agricultural diversification, and food security within the CARICOM quasi-cabinet, said the task force will also explore ideas on how the island can rebuild, make technology available, and plant quick-yielding varieties to get some earnings back to farmers. The task force will also discuss price stability and critical commodities needed so that it can be supplied to the affected islands to avoid further impact at the household level. The U.S. is dealing with extreme weather as Hurricane Beryl hits Texas and California bakes in a heat wave. Record temperatures have been recorded on the West Coast, and the soaring temperatures have led to wildfires. At least 2 people have died after Hurricane Beryl hit Texas, knocking out power for more than 2 million people while bringing heavy rain and fierce wind gusts.
Blistering hot temperatures in Death Valley, where the record for the hottest place on Earth is expected to be broken during this unprecedented heat wave. It's already delivered temperatures of more than 130 degrees, and that's been drawing thrill seekers to the area.
How many people in the world can say they've been to the hottest place in the world?
I take a weird sense of pride in it, like being like an adventurer that, you know, I can handle. I've been in northern Vermont in the wintertime in minus 20, and now I've been in the hottest place in the world.
Honestly, it's definitely shocking. I don't know how anything can survive out here.
But experts are warning the extremely hot temperatures, which are currently affecting around 36 million Americans, could lead to heat stress. One visitor to the area died on Sunday from heat exposure, and this so-called heat dome remains over California.
There's no mistaking how hot it is. You start to feel it on your skin, in your eyes. They start to dry, start to almost hurt a little bit over time. So it is quite the experience. And so that's why we really recommend that visitors minimize their exposure if they're coming to Death Valley in the summer.
Firefighters are continuing to battle wildfires across parts of California as temperatures soar in Nevada and Death Valley. Already, the hottest place on Earth after 134 degrees was recorded there in 1913. Scientists say it's hard to link individual weather events to climate change, but say extreme events are becoming more common and more intense. Thomas McGill, BBC News.
Boeing has agreed to plead guilty to a criminal fraud conspiracy charge after the U.S. found the company violated a deal meant to bring reform after 2 fatal crashes by its 737 MAX planes that killed 346 passengers and crew. The Department of Justice, the DOJ, said the plane maker had also agreed to pay a criminal fine of $243.6 million or 190 million pounds. However, the families of the people who died on the flights 5 years ago have criticized it as a sweetheart deal that would allow Boeing to avoid full responsibility for the deaths. The settlement must now be approved by a U.S. judge.
Damaging to the reputation of the company, no doubt. And this is a guilty plea, not of any individual in the company, but of the company itself. And why this might be important is that there are many laws in the United States that says a company that has been convicted of the kind of infraction that Boeing has been convicted of may not be able to get new contracts with the government. And of course, Boeing is a major defense and civilian contractor for the government. So it'll be interesting to see if this is just the first of several economic and financial impacts of the company.
And that's what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. And now for a recap of the night's top headlines. Minister responsible for Carriacou and Petite Martinique affairs, Tevin Andrews, says anything that would allow a human being to survive is needed. St. Patrick, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique declared disaster zones, and Spice Mass Corporation reassures that Spice Mass 2024 will continue following Hurricane Beryl. In regional news, CARICOM's task force on agriculture to address setback following Hurricane Beryl, while in international news, Boeing to plead guilty to criminal fraud charge. In sports, Grenada in full prep mode to defend Windward School's games title. If you missed any part of this newscast, there'll be a rebroadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Stacia Blake, and that's the news. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow night.